Michael Hernandez here of MLH Media, and I'm here today at D-Throne over here, the Clovis and Mark's location. And man, over here with Chris Paez, 559 fights, former champion, now converting over to A1 Combat. How you feeling, my man?
Feeling good. It's just another step towards our goal, you know. So it's just another step. I don't really take it too much as a huge, like this is so much bigger. It's the same thing, you know. 559 fights at such high level competition, you know, this is gonna be just another step. I'm excited to show everyone what we've been working on.
Speaking of high level competition, how about your last fight in the amateurs, Abdulmalik Saibulov? You guys went at it. That was an absolute war. Can you describe to us what was going through your mind throughout the fight? I know we got to talk a little bit after. You got the contract from Tom Anderson. It was a great night for you, man. But can you explain the emotions actually during the fight, looking back at it? And
yeah, you know, I had to weather the storm in the first round. You know, I had some good moments in the first, but second and third I stormed back, and then ultimately ended up winning by decision. So, you know, just staying focused, staying poised. I've been here plenty of times. I'll be wrestling. I've had previous other fights, so you know, just staying calm, and that's what a high-level competitor does. You gotta weather the storm and just fight your way back. You know, I'm still in the game. It's not over till the final bell rings.
yeah, and you had a little bit of a ways back when you came into the cage when you fought Mark Hernandez, and then obviously going into that fight against Abdulmalik. You had kind of had that loss against Martin, and now you're kind of looking to avenge that loss here at A1 Combat 21. Can you go through that transition mentally for you, where it's like, all right, cool, like the Abdulmalik victory was great, you know, you got the championship belts, but now it's back to square root. You're 0-0, and it's kind of a new challenge, a new story.
Yeah, I'm not too worried about, you know, winning or losing, because I would get caught up in that, and I'm like, damn, I just want to win, I want to win. But if I go out there and perform to the best of my ability, I know I'm going to win. I know if I'm on my A game and I'm focused and I'm not worried about wins or losses, belts, I'm going to go out there and do what I need to do and perform. And working my way back, yeah, people, you know, kind of like, oh, Paez is falling off, so I had to come back and show him, you know, I'm still here. Everyone takes L's at the highest levels, so, you know, I had to show them who I am, and I got to do so once again, you know, avenging a loss and then continuing my professional career.
Yeah. We've seen Martin made his debut last time out at A1 Combat. Wasn't able to capture the victory over against another former 559 fights vet in Blake DeCourcy. What were your thoughts on the matchup? Were you in attendance? I know it was nearby in Lemoore. It was obviously a pretty hyped up matchup from the gates, and a lot of people were in attendance to watch a couple of 559 fights former champs.
Yeah, no, I'm excited. I was there for that fight, actually. So, great performance by Blake. That's a good friend of mine. So, you know, great performance by him. Shout out to Blake. You know, we'll be fighting on the same card again. This coming up, A1 Combat 21. So I'm excited. There were a couple pointers I took from that fight. You know, a couple weak spots I did see, and a couple of openings. But I know he's doing the same. You know, high-level competitors do that. They're gonna watch film. They're gonna make adjustments. So you know, it's all about in there who can make adjustments on the fly and who's really been working.
Yeah, and you seem to have been working in the off-season and looking to get to this professional debut. What would you say has kind of been the biggest challenge for you en route to this? I know we were speaking a little bit about things before, but what would you say has kind of been the number one thing that has been just on the mind of Chris Paez in the lead up to this professional debut?
Try not to worry so much, you know, because there's a lot of pressure on me. I am getting a bigger name throughout the valley, you know, like grew up with the 559 fights, had a big following with them, and A1 Combat's, you know, like our sister promotion. You know, they're working hand in hand. So a lot of the fans that I had with 559 fights are going to be there. So you know, just not letting the pressure get to me, because everyone's expecting big things out of me. So like I said, if I just don't worry about nothing else and just going out there and performing to the best of my ability, I know I'll be all right.
Yeah, I know you said you were on the same card as Blake DeCourcy, obviously another former 559 fights. There's a ton of you guys on that card. I believe there's almost 10, which is that's shocking, a great kind of development. I was speaking with Tom Anderson about it before, a great development for the Valley. But what are your kind of thoughts about being on the same card as Urijah Faber? You know, somebody that's obviously done a lot in MMA.
That's awesome. Obviously, it benefits us too. Some of our up-and-comers, you know, he's a household name, UFC Hall of Famer, like you said. he's gonna bring the tickets. He's gonna make the sales that maybe some of us couldn't sell. You know, everyone wants to see Urijah. Like, oh damn, Uriah's going, let's go. But also gives us a chance. If I perform, you know, I do good, and I know what I'm capable of doing. They're gonna be like, oh, watch out for Chris Paez, and it's gonna start building for me too. And you know, being a fan at the same time still. It's an honor being on the same card as him.
Yeah, what would your thoughts be if you guys kind of get grouped in the same warm-up room, you know? Because that's an opportunity not many people get, is being in the same room as the California kid.
That'd be awesome, but like I said, I can't let it get to my head. At the end of the day, I'm a competitor, and so is he, and we're both in there to do something, which is win and perform, put on a performance. So that could wait till after. You know, I'll bug him after, but definitely looking forward to being on the same card as him. I'm stoked.
I think it'll be a pretty awesome opportunity either way. I mean, Jeff Glover as well, an esteemed grappler in his own right, and then obviously Urijah Faber, an esteemed martial artist, and obviously a UFC Hall of Famer. So many different accomplishments I can name off for the man, but it is pretty cool to get to see you make your professional debut on this card. What was the thought process behind the debut, behind the timing behind that? Because I know sometimes it can be a little bit tricky trying to find your timing to when you want to make the jump.
I was ready. I spoke with my managers over at Iridium. They just said, you know, stay ready. You're gonna get a call soon, more than likely. And they called me, like, you want Martine? And I was like, let's do it. I'm all in. I've never said no to an opponent. I never will say no to an opponent. I'm ready to go. Glory to God, no injuries on the last one. Came out healthy. Got right back to practice, training, you know, mentally more focused than I've ever been right now. So I'm ready to put on a show and do what I know I'm capable of.
Yeah, not only is it going to be you on this card from the Dethrone crew, but you're also going to have Christian Aalos on that card, making his championship reign, possibly to add one more kind of gem to that. If it was a UFC belt, it'd be adding a gem to it, you know? What are your thoughts on his matchup against Justin Cornell? Both of them, they got some heavy hands on him.
They got heavy hands, they're scrappy dudes, but I know what we've been doing here. We've been putting in hard work, and we're mentally both focused, you know. And it's kind of a surreal moment for me too, because when I first started, it was just me, the Aalos brothers, and a handful of others before, you know, we really made Dethrone like a household name now. It was just us. I was 16 watching them fight at Save Mart Center, him and his brother Jose. So it's so real, a cool moment for me being on that card. But going back to his performance in that fight, he's going to perform, and he's going to do what he needs to do and put this dude away.
Yeah, you got a couple of other teammates on the fight night behind, the night before on the 24th on 559 Fights 105. You got Jaime Rodriguez, obviously somebody I know a little bit, and then you got Brandon Betancourt, Anthony Montalvo. You got the kind of who's who over here of Dethrone. I got Anthony making his debut. What are your thoughts on it all, and are you going to be in attendance over there?
I will be there. I'll be there, guys. I'll be rehydrating. But yeah, no, I'm stoked for those guys. You know, we all grew up wrestling together. They're all good friends of mine. You know, I got their back just like they're gonna have my back the next day. I'll be there supporting my team, doing what I need to do to help out. And we're all gonna kill it. Dethrone's gonna make a statement both nights.
Possibly some post mozzarella sticks after?
Oh yeah, for sure. Come on, guys, Applebee's.
Applebee's mozzarella sticks.
We're easy to spots.
If you didn't know, Applebee's mozzarella. Applebee's, you gotta sponsor this man. Come on, you know, I know you guys got the NFL. But
hey, once I get a little bigger, you guys pay attention more. Mozzarella sticks post weigh-ins every time. Never misses, never misses.
Anybody that you wanted to thank in the lead up to this? I know you have a lot of people that show love and a lot of people that sponsor you in the lead up to these things. Anybody that you wanted to thank for this?
Thank all my sponsors. Too many off the top of my head to name off, but pay attention to my social media. They're getting highlights and stuff. But people that I do want to give a shout out to: my dad, my uncle Mikey, my coaches, Mike, Russell, Rudy, Coach Gill, Coach Lamar. They all put in work day in and day out, just like we do. And without them, there is no us. Just like without the fans, there's no event. You know, they're putting in just as much work as we are, and thankful for all those guys. My parents, like I said. So yeah, I'm ready to go. I'm stoked.
Yeah, Mikey, that Paez family, man, they're always everywhere. I feel like I always be seeing them out and about wherever I go. I was at UFC 300.
Yeah, we were there. We were out there.
Go say what's up, and it was a cool moment to kind of see you guys, and honestly to see this whole trajectory, because obviously I've been watching your career for a while, you guys have been watching mine, so it's nice to see us kind of both grow and both get to go up the ranks possibly in our own.
Oh, we'll both be there one day. It's not possibly. We'll be there one day.
Yeah, that's what I like to hear, my man.
Say it and you believe it, it'll happen.
Hey, well, best of luck to you on the 25th for A1 Combat 21, as Chris Paez is going to be taking on Martine Sandoval over there out of Porterville, California. Michael Hernandez of MLH Media, and we are going to be signing out over here at Dethrone's base camp location over here in Clovis, California, with the 0-0 professional prospect, Chris Paez. Hey, my man, appreciate you, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Hey.